Hello everybody, Liz here and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. And today I wanted to talk about a TV series that I just finished yesterday. It is a Netflix original, it is a period piece, and it has zombies, and that is Kingdom. So Kingdom just aired this year, I believe towards the end of January. It has one of my favorite people in it, Sun, aka I'm not gonna butcher her name. I'll just put it right here. She is one of the sensates from Sense8, and I absolutely was so excited to see her in another show, and this time it's a drama. Essentially, it is an actual Korean piece, and I didn't know what to expect going into the show. All I knew was it was a historical piece. I am a hoe for historical pieces. I love the Tudors, I love Spartacus, like any of that stuff I'm super a big fan of. And then it had zombies, so I was intrigued as to how the zombie aspect was going to fit into this historical piece, and so that was very intriguing. So those three things are what really brought me into the show. I didn't know what to expect going in. And so this is, like I said, a historical piece. It is a period piece. It is set in the 15th or 16th century in Korea during a very, very like troubled time in the history where a lot of people were dying of starvation, and apparently there are actual historical records that like tens upon thousands of people died mysteriously. So the writer took it upon themselves to give us an answer, and that is zombies. So this is a historical piece that is hugely political. So there are a lot of moving pieces, a lot of chess pieces, and it is so good. Like, oh my god. I watched the first episode, which is kind of the exposition, and at first you're kind of like, who is this person, why is this person important? And it does a really good job of introducing every single character and kind of who they are at the very beginning, just through their actions, not a lot of talking to the first one. Like, I was really curious as to how zombies were going to fit into this show. I hadn't seen anything done. The closest was Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, and I really enjoyed the twist on that, so I was very, very intrigued. I want to say that the zombies aren't the main focus of this show. It really is everything that's going around. So the zombies are really a catalyst, a metaphor for a lot of the things that are going on in the story. I'm not going to spoil it in this one. I'm going to make another video where I talk about my theories and stuff like that. But yes, the zombies are a big part, but it doesn't center around the zombies, which is very interesting. I think that there is a very, very new, fresh take on the zombie genre with this particular piece. The main cast, which we follow along on this journey, I believe it's within a few weeks, maybe even a few days. It's kind of hard to gauge the time. You know, the sun comes up a few times, so for sure it's at least 4 or 5 days. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember right now off the top of my head if they gave us a very specific timeline for that, but everything happens, especially like the action stuff, happens so fast, and it's done so well. Just the way that this show is shot is absolutely breathtaking. We have very like close up scenes of certain characters, and then the wide shots are absolutely incredible. I was reading up that this show had been in the works for about 6 years, so like, you know, they put in their work for it. The storyline is very easy to follow. Like, there are some things where you're just like, oh wait, like it took me a second to kind of remember or recall something from the very beginning. So everything ties in really well. Every single character has their own motivations, and you're just kind of sitting at the end to see like, what is this person going to do that is going to affect this person? Because although some of the characters aren't together, shit goes down. Like, it's so good. Like, I was sitting there just kind of like continuously. I watched the last four episodes, sorry, like together. Like, I watched the first two, like kind of just like trying not to binge watch it because I was like, there's only 6 episodes, but I ended up watching the last 4 episodes all together. It was oh my god. So like the production is so good, the cinematography is so amazing, the wardrobe is so amazing, just the acting, I was just so completely captivated by it. I love the fresh take on the zombies. I love the political aspect. The closest I think I could compare it to, if I was gonna compare it to, it'd be like Game of Thrones, The Tudors meets The Walking Dead but like not, because it's not an apocalyptic scenario, but I guess that's the easiest. Or maybe like Train to Busan would be a good one. I recently watched that and I absolutely loved it, and the way that it's a zombie movie, but it's not about the zombies. Like, you are very much, like, you care about the characters, and I guess that's why I really like this show, because you're really kind of just like, oh, and the stakes are really high, especially for the Crown Prince, who is essentially the main character of the show. I feel like everybody should watch this show. If you've watched Spartacus, if you've seen The Tudors, if you've seen any kind of like very high stake political like period piece, and then just add the zombies in it, like it's so good. It's so good. I definitely recommend it. Yeah, so that is all for this non-spoiler review. I just really want to talk about it. So I'll see you guys in my next video. If you have seen it, because there are some theories and there are some things I want to discuss that I'm curious about, to see if anybody has had the same ideas. But yeah, that is all for today's video. I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you happen to be watching that, and happy watching. Adios!